Segment 2, Golden Black Live. Pleased to have Robert Sampson, one of the many new faces of Purdue football. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. And you're finding your way around West Lafayette. You've been working constantly since you've gotten here, so a half a breather maybe after National Signing Day.
Well, it's been an outstanding time so far here in town. And getting past signing day, it was a grind for the first few weeks there. You had 3 straight weeks of official visits in here and trying to learn about the community as well at the same time. A lot of these visits we had, we were learning, our entire staff, about everything about the campus, everything about West Lafayette and Lafayette. At the same time, some of these recruits were. So it was a great experience to kind of get engulfed in the community during those few weeks.
Tell us about your background, because you've been around the Brom family and have worked in sports information and in football operation. Give us a thumbnail of where you came from and how you got here.
Like a few of our people on our staff, a few of us come from Trinity High School in Louisville, Kentucky, and we're real proud of that
Great
alumni
program,
base. And I went to high school with Brian Brom, our co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, and we've had a good friendship for quite some time, and over time go different ways, but at the end of the day we've gotten lucky and crossed paths again here. And over the years I've gotten to know Jeff a little bit and Greg a little bit, and now here we are all together again, and pretty cool experience to be around all them.
What was your first impression when you first set foot on campus here? And when I assume, were you here on the 5th, the day that the first press conference?
I came a few days after that. Most of us were still in Bowling Green, taking care of the bowl game. And,
that's right.
You know, it was important to coach to make sure those kids got the best experience, and a few of us were able to stay and take care of those kids and give them a great experience in Boca Raton, and another winning experience with Nick Holt leading the way there. And that was outstanding and exciting for those kids, and leave them on a good foot. And that was important, I think, to coach that happened the right way, and we did that. But I did get to come up here for a couple days and try to get my head around things.
Does the community, you're living in Bowling Green, and there's some similarities, I think, but your impression of what you see from the get-go here?
No, it has been outstanding to be around this community. They care so much about the program, and they're excited about the future just as we are. The basketball games, we've had a chance to go to a few of those, and wow, that's exciting. I worked for Kentucky basketball for 2 years.
So you've enjoyed
that. So I've seen the Kansas, I've seen the Kentucky, I've seen some of the others. I also used to work in women's basketball, so I've seen the Tennessees on those game days. And wow, here is outstanding. It's a great game day atmosphere, and it's no wonder it's a winning program right now, because the fan support, and we hope that carries over into football when we get to see that for the first time this fall.
Yeah, and I think it is there. It is a as I think a couple of the guys were talking, assistants at the event on Wednesday night, recruiting roundup, talking about it being a sleeping giant. Purdue football obviously has been dormant, much more dormant than the fans want it to have. But I think the interesting thing has been since Coach Jeff Brom and company have come to West Lafayette, there has been a very positive vibe. And do you notice that yourself? You've been too busy trying to get things done to kind of take a deep breath and look at, hey, we have made a little bit of an impression from the get-go.
No, there's no question. We felt that from the start. Everybody here, everybody knows they want a winner, and that's what we're here to try to do. And I think during the recruiting process, these kids felt that when they were in town, and we're out in the community at various restaurants, and even just on campus when they were meeting with professors. There's a great interest in seeing success there, and I think that's why they bought in and wanted to be part of that, winning success, be around a coaching staff that's excited about the future as well.
Take us through, because a lot of people don't know, and in fact I don't know the itineraries of a typical official visit weekend. And you talked about that from the jump, that Purdue had 3 big Saturday weekends, the 13th, 20th, and 27th, leading into National Signing Day on the 1st. But what goes on? Take me through a typical itinerary for what the prospects get when they come in, and how you interact with them.
There's a lot of food throughout the weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's a 48-hour immersion into life here.
Yeah.
You're getting, I think the fans got a little bit of look at what our coaches present at the get-go.
Saw that.
When we show up on Friday night with these young men, that's the introduction they're getting.
Yeah.
It's
And he's talking about a
enthusiasm,
video that
it's
they showed. Yeah,
excitement. Yes.
really well done.
In the presentation that our coaches give as well. You know, Jamarcus Shepard is excited, and that's what you get from him. And that wasn't a 2-minute show. That is Jamarcus Shepard.
Yeah.
He's enthusiastic every moment of the day about things, as are all our other coaches. But
Yeah.
that is what they see when they get here. They get a chance to see some of the local eateries, local cuisine, get a chance to go through our stadium, get a chance to go through our facilities. Obviously, right now, we're excited to get into that new facility real soon, get a chance to show them videos and some plans on what that's going to look like, and meet with our people. I think that's the biggest thing, is we've got such great people around our program. A lot of the people that were here already, from our some of our strength staff, the dietitians, the training staff, our equipment staff, they get a chance to meet all those people, and the families and the mothers, fathers, guardians that are here with them. They understand real quick that everybody's here to take care of their son and give them a great chance to succeed here on and off the field, and most importantly, at the end of the day, get that degree.
The kids, do you notice from Friday when they first come in to Sunday any kind of change? I mean, do you notice a level of them getting more comfortable or more talkative? Because sometimes these guys come in, never been in an experience like this, or they may have another, but they're not all of them, are not all gregarious, big talking type kids always. But do you see that typically as the weekend evolves?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes it's about finding the right fit.
Yeah.
And by the end of the weekend, you can tell that they're the right person and they're invested in our program, and you can tell we love being around them.
You know, Jeff Brom, we've had 2 or 3 opportunities. He was on our show and back in December, was gracious to do that during the onslaught of everything else going on. What kind of guy is he to work for? Or maybe talk about, you know, from an expectation standpoint, what does he expect from you or from people that work with him? And what are things that maybe he doesn't concern himself as much about that maybe other people that you've worked with in the past do?
You know, the XFL video, this Let's Play Football thing, is awesome. And it sometimes the XFL thing comes across as the XFL as a whole is this gimmicky thing.
Yeah.
But the Let's Play Football at its core is what he is.
Yeah.
It's get down to the basics and work hard, do the right things, and get after it. And that's the type of person he is too.
Yeah.
You know, works hard on a daily basis, and it's just is committed to doing it in a way that I think everybody's going to be really excited to be part of.
His hot buttons, does he have anything that you know, hey, I know this is something that really makes him angry, or is a pet peeve of his that you not say work your way around, but focus on to make sure you get right?
Those quarterbacks better complete some passes.
Yeah.
I know that. That's about it.
Yeah.
No, we got to make sure they get the ball where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and he does impress you very much. As I thought it was funny at the recruiting roundup, not funny, but just that Jeff Brom comes on very, you know, talks about the class kind of straightforward and matter of fact, positive. But then what you saw from Jamarcus Shepard on down the line was an impassioned group, and he wasn't the only one. I thought I was impressed with some guys I had never seen before. I knew of, but had never met them. But they left some impressions. And these are some guys too, some of the guys in the staff that you haven't been around too, that you're getting to know. Seems like a group that will work well together.
Definitely, this whole crew has been outstanding over the last few weeks. They're going to bat and working hard and making sure we get the right kids in here for the future.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be a test of wills, so to speak, to get this program where you want it to be and get it there as fast as you can. Yet, and this is the thing I think is interesting, because you guys are coming from a program that has won at a high level and has won a lot, and you're rebuilding. The mindset of getting people used to that winning attitude again. Do you sense that all the way down the line from everybody that's there? This is something that we've got to change some hearts and minds here, or how do you look at that?
I don't know too much in that regard. At the end of the day, we got to make sure the kids are excited to come in the building every day and that they're enjoying the experience, having fun with it, and that's what Coach does. He has fun with the game of football. You know, we're going to go out there and throw some crazy stuff around on the field. And
you will.
Everybody calls them trick plays and gimmick plays, but I think some of us that have been around him for a little bit are so used to it now that we don't even think of it that way. It's just playing football.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's all about having fun, enjoying the experience, and when you do that, you usually win.
Yeah. Your life away from football, which isn't, you don't have a whole lot or a whole lot of time. You had told a great story offline, but about he like me is a Bruce Springsteen lover and had the opportunity. You told a great story about when you were working at TCU. You won 2 opportunities to meet him in person. At one time, you left. I think it was when you were at TCU when you left. Had an opportunity to go see him in Cincinnati. Tell that story. I think it's a great story.
Actually,
and I probably have it all messed up.
No, right on target. Just about. Earlier this season, we had a Thursday night game, so that Sunday I somehow snuck out for a day.
Okay.
Flew to Boston and got to meet him.
Okay.
And then I won another chance somehow, and I still don't know how I did that. But it was championship week, so it was a little too busy to get out and do that. And obviously, winning championships kind of
Trumps
took
that,
priority
yeah.
that week.
Well, and I want you to buy some lottery tickets for me. That's okay. So you got a chance to meet him. What was that like?
The 6 seconds.
Yeah,
was
you got one
very exciting.
But
But I do have the picture. I do have the picture.
That's a big part of the you got to get that in today's world. You can get that all the time from that standpoint. So your daily duty, you work a lot with the coach's schedule, making sure he's where he needs to be. Tell us about that.
There's 2 individuals, myself and Greg Brum,
Yeah.
and really off the field, we're trying to run everything,
Yeah.
keep everything flowing. And that's one of the things I think that's unique sometimes about coaches. Some of the people he brings in outside of those coaches aren't all football people
Yeah.
necessarily.
That's
they're
good.
People that
sometimes,
fit
yeah.
the roles. And sometimes people try to bring in coaches so they got more people around to help with X's and O's. But at the end of the day, my focus, Greg Brom's focus, our new player development person, also known as our character coach,
Yeah.
their focus is our players and making sure that on a daily basis they're taken care of, that their schedules are in good shape, that when we go on the road, the hotels are great,
Yeah.
they've got food, that to make sure that the coaches are focused on winning so that off the field everything's taken care of for them.
And you have some transition, obviously, because you're in a new department. You have, I would say, in the Purdue Athletic Department, the people that you work with are going to be good to work with. They're helpful and tight, but you've got a little bit of a learning curve of how it's done at Purdue versus maybe how it was done at Western. Or has that been much of that at all? Or
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody's been beyond outstanding
Yeah.
since we got around here, and you're learning and sitting down for a couple hours with
Yeah.
different groups and learning everything that's going on. And things are done just in a great way here, and we look forward to immersing in it and being part of it over the next many years.
Your impressions of the recruiting class, and obviously 24 at this point, and there may be more to come down the road, but just an overall, your impression of the kind of guys you got here, and it's a simple, lot's been talked about, got some players that can come in and play right away, but how do you view what you saw in this group?
We're really excited about everybody that we signed. You look from top to bottom, everybody feels a need that we have right now. We've got a ton of wide receivers, got some O linemen, D linemen, everything you could need to start filling the holes that we have. Some people use it against you. Why'd you sign so many wide receivers? Well, everybody on the team is going to contribute.
Yeah.
At Western Kentucky, over I think 3 years, we had low 20s in the number of people that caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to get a chance, and that's what makes I think playing for Coach Brom exciting. That's why people wanted to sign up this week, because they know they're going to get their opportunity. Everybody's going to get on the field that puts the effort and the hard work in, and that's an exciting thing to be able to sell a kid that you're going to have a chance.
In the last 36 or 24 hours or whatever leading into signing day, there's always a little bit of intrigue, and you got to get guys to get their letters in behind the scenes, and that's the ones you can talk about. But was there did some things change in the last minute, or how much of that, or to go pretty much to plan?
At the end of the day, if you have great relationships with the young men we're bringing in, I think things are going to go as you expect on signing day, and I think they did. It was an exciting day where a lot of dreams for a lot of young guys were realized. To put your name on that dotted line means a lot, and sometimes we don't know how great an opportunity is for some of these guys, and especially at a place here where they're getting what we're selling recruiting is one of the top educations in the country.
Yeah.
We're saying, hey, public university and stuff-wise, this is the place to be.
Sure.
So we think we can give them a championship atmosphere on the field and the best opportunity in the classroom they're going to get.
And if the Boilermakers are busy in training, conditioning now. They will be starting spring practice in March, leading up to the spring game, April the 8th. Will be the spring game, 1 o'clock in Ross-Ade Stadium. That'll be a busy day, a lot going on. Also the same day as the Purdue Center for Cancer Research and the Purdue Challenge that morning as well. And Coach Jeff Brom will be the honorary chair with that. And that's another big part of you understand your role in community too, and trying to make this all work. You've got coaches' families, a big part of what you want to get done. No
question, and we're learning about all the things that for so long have been a part of this community right now, and learn about those on a daily basis. Now that this recruiting period's behind us, we're looking forward even more to getting out there and meeting people and learn more about the community. And I know a bunch of our coaches still working on getting moved up here fully. The hotel life for the first little bit, it can be rough and different, but they've been doing this all for a long time, so they're used to that. But I know they're all excited to get their families up here and get them in school and part of the community even more. Yeah,
rest assured, work has already begun in the class of 2018 as well, and obviously getting ready for the 2017 Purdue football season. Hey, Robert, thanks so much for your time. We enjoyed it very much. We'll look forward to having you on many times over the next few years, and of course, members of the staff. We're really looking forward to meeting some of the new guys. Liked what I saw certainly on Wednesday. Great personalities, and looking forward to flushing those, getting to know them a little bit better. We'll be doing that on the show here over the next few weeks. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. Bring in Seth Davis from CBS Sports. And many other things that he does. We'll look forward to talking about Purdue basketball and basketball in general with Seth in 2 minutes on Gold and Black Live.